Contact neutralized. Keep firing. Got that one.
Hey everybody, my name is TotalNerdStatus, and today I'm going to talk to you about my opinion of the Battlefield Hardline beta. So I've been playing the Hardline beta for a few days now, and yesterday this is gameplay from yesterday when I had a friend of mine come over and we bought some breaching charges, and we were playing Hotwire. I think that's what it's called. Basically in Hotwire you have to control certain vehicles of the map that are marked, and if you control a certain vehicle, that's basically how you capture, like, it's the equivalent of capturing a flag in Conquest. And so the more, oh my god, my cats are hissing at each other. Anyway, it's like the faster you drive the car, the more you capture the flag, and if you get a lot of points just by driving the car around and not dying. But it's fun because when the enemies have a vehicle, then you can just set C4 in the middle of the map and wait for an enemy captured vehicle to come along and do this. And it's quite fun. In fact, in this match we probably took down 4 or 5 vehicles. I think it's more like 4. We took down like 4 vehicles by putting C4 in this same basic area, and they just never learned. They just kept on driving through here, and frankly it's pretty hilarious because they just did not learn. And right here I got an entire vehicle. I ended up getting 4 people because that was a squad car. So it's quite fun. I will say though, in the first couple of days of playing the Hardline beta, there were a lot of tryhards, and by that I mean, well, I mean, if you don't know what tryhards mean, this is hilarious. This guy, listen. So, I laughed so hard because I didn't see it coming, so I couldn't blow up my C4, and the next thing I knew, he just took a grenade launcher to the face. But, anyway, the first couple of days I played this beta, there were a lot of tryhards, and if you don't know what that means, basically it's people who take the game way too seriously and just, like, sit in corners and just, it's bad. So I did not have very much fun at all in the first couple of days, and then I took a day off, and then I played a day after taking the day off, and it wasn't as bad. And then yesterday I had a friend over, and all we did was try and snipe people off of vehicles right here, and drive vehicles and put C4 on roads. So I mean, it's funny because when you don't take these games seriously, that's when they're the most fun. And so if you try hard, it's no fun. And then he just did not let this guy in the vehicle, and then the guy eventually got up, and he's just like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna stand up on top of this vehicle. And he ended up like crouching and being able to stay up there, and it was actually pretty hilarious. So and then this random, it seems like everyone who's driving helicopters does not know how to drive helicopters in this game. I mean, you'll see. One helicopter just comes in and straight up just crushes this car, or crushes right on top of it. And then a few seconds later, it just, like, does a freaking front flip into another building. And it's just, it's amazing how bad some people are at helis in this game. I'm not saying I'm any better. Well, I'm a little bit better. But, I mean, look at this. I mean, that could just be a glitch in the Hardline beta, but that's pretty ridiculous. That's pretty terrible driving. But yeah, we had lots of fun yesterday. Had so many laughs. My ribs ended up hurting afterwards because we just laughed so hard because we got so many C4 kills. The maps are really fun. Alright, watch the heli. See, it just straight up runs into the building and goes on sides as an idiot. But the maps are really fun. This original map right here, I think it's called Downtown, was originally the one that was used in the the very first beta. And I love that they brought it back because it's probably my favorite map. And then they have this other map that you just saw, which was called Dust Bowl, which is a Conquest map and for Hotwire. And then they have this map, I forget what it's called. I think it's just Bank bank something. But I played Heist on this a lot, and I think that's actually what you're watching gameplay of here is Heist, and that's probably my favorite game mode overall. Like to have fun in and go ham and get points and stuff. But when it comes to game modes that I want to play just to have fun and not really take anything seriously, then I would go Hotwire, especially with the breaching charge. Just put that on a dirt bike or in the middle of the road, and you can dominate the map just by trolling people. So overall, I love the Hardline beta. It's really fun. You definitely can tell it's a beta because there's been a few glitches that I haven't shown you here, but when my friend was playing, he was experiencing some glitches, so you can tell that it's not finished, which is fine. They have a disclaimer at the beginning saying exactly that. But I've never really been a fan of the whole cops and robbers thing. I mean, it's a cool idea, but for me, I'm used to the whole military thing, and I'm not ready for a change. I think it's too early, and I just don't think I'm gonna spend $60 on this thing. I honestly don't. I'm not looking forward to the release of this. I am glad that I got to at least try it out so that I can make my final decision. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not worth $60 in my opinion, just because the cops and robbers theme just isn't really for me. I've always loved the military aspect, and the cops and robbers it seems a little too fast for Battlefield. I'm used to the slower gameplay, and I like the slower gameplay, but now it feels a little bit more like Call of Duty, just with better graphics, and not really a big fan of that. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. This is Total Nerd Status.